Anyway, David, I was good to see you. Brian, thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to Xcom modded, Xcom 2 Long War of the Chosen modded, I should say. We just started a mission right here, left off from last time, so.
South Dakota has the blueprint for success. Recently, we led the nation in new home building, but we're still growing so fast. We need to hire more builders to keep up. So I'm pitching in. South Dakota is the freest state in the nation. We have no state income tax, and we offer apprenticeship training, so you can get right to work.
South Dakota.
We're going to call that a satellite.
Exclusively on Fox Nation. The evidence that's come out is very important. The only thing worse than being accused of a crime is knowing you're guilty. They were as unlikable pair of defendants as you'll ever see.
Now you guys are 21, right?
I'm not drinking a little. I'm drinking a lump. All part of Fox Justice. Don't miss your last chance to sign up in your first year of Fox Nation for $29.99.
What's the number one item in a crisis? Food. Because when the world goes sideways, grocery shelves get picked bare, and people worry they'll go hungry. That's why you need 4 Patriot's best-selling 3-month survival food kit. Food designed to last for 25 years. Tastes great and is easy to make. Packed with 688 servings and 24 delicious meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get your food kit with free shipping and free mini kits at 4patriots.com.
Do you need more space? You need a General Steel building system. Text BIG to 59583 to start designing your customized space. That's BIG to 59583 for same-day pricing on your personalized steel building system. Text BIG to 59583 before prices go up.
Hi, I'm Tony Hawk, and like many of you, I take a statin to reduce cholesterol. But statins can also deplete CoQ10 levels. That's why my doctor recommended Qunol CoQ10. Qunol has the #1 cardiologist recommended form of CoQ10. Qunol, the brand I trust.
When you need to prepare for unpredictable adventures, you need WeatherTech. These are your floor lines, front and rear. Seat protector to save the seats.
They're all yours.
Here! Hey, you were coming. Should I WeatherTech the car?
Can we get ice cream?
You can now.
Kid-proof your vehicle with American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
Directing your live on Fox and Friends. From his new position in the Army's ownership group to his hopes for Baltimore, the Hall of Famer covers all the bases tomorrow.
Clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada. Squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
When it comes to drugs, how much feels too much for kids?
Overwatch.
Drugs are out there. Will my team feel free to say no around other kids? I didn't get drug-free when I was younger. And I have been that to my kids. Drugs worry me. How can I feel free to talk about it with my kids?
Questions about drugs and kids? Call or chat to get real-time support. I'm right back to and I want to know.
I'm not comfortable with this.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable for this special girl. What happens if we're transplant? They're asking us to reduce the family's medical bills due to car accidents. I'm asking you to erase that. Was that helping?
Make a choice. Make a difference.
We all need to learn outside ourselves.
I appreciate everything you've done.
I'm good at learning things, taking them for an answer I want.
Former President Donald Trump was in Atlanta today for a fundraiser. He was asked by reporters about the election interference case and Bonnie Willis. Here's what he said.
Well, I think that case is totally discredited. It was a money-making scheme on behalf of her and her lover, Wade, Mr. and Mrs. Wade. And I think the case has been totally discredited. I would hope, it seems to me, that we'll see how that
Bonnie, in full Get Trump mode, is asking the appeals court to deny the former president's request to overturn Judge McAfee's earlier decision to allow her to remain on the case. Meanwhile, Bonnie Lewis may be in some additional legal trouble. According to a new report, the DOJ has now uncovered inconsistencies in Willis's use of federal grant money. And in Washington, well, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee and James Comer of the Oversight Committee, they have threatened to hold Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress after the DOJ refused to turn over subpoenaed recordings of special counsel hers interviewed with Joe Biden. Here now with more House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan. Let's start with that last part first. Merrick Garland had till noon on Monday to turn over the interviews, the transcripts, the videos, whatever they had, of Robert Hur's interview with Joe Biden. He failed to comply with it. A guy by the name of Peter Navarro is now spending 4 months in prison for contempt of Congress.
Yeah. So never forget the facts here. Robert Hur's report said that Joe Biden knowingly kept and disclosed classified information. He said that the reason he did that, page 231, Joe Biden had strong motivations to ignore classified procedures because he was writing a book for which he got paid $8 million. So we have motive, 8 million reasons why. We have motive, we have the elements of the crime being met. He knew facts, he disclosed it, and he kept that information. But he doesn't get charged because Robert Hur says he's a forgetful old man. So we think it's incumbent upon the Justice Department to give us all that evidence. We would like to hear the audio tapes, and frankly, I think the American people would like to know, here 6 months before the most important election we have, who's going to be our next commander.
It's beyond that because Robert Hur did say that Joe Biden willfully withheld these documents, and we found, in what, really 8 separate locations, or multiple locations within one location, depending on how you count it, that's fine. But didn't that report also say that Joe Biden told the ghostwriter, I found some new materials down in my basement. Let me read it to you. Did that guy have a security clearance to have top secret information read to him by the former vice president?
By the way, that same guy, we wanted to depose him too. We've asked for that. And that same guy tried to destroy the evidence after he found out a special counsel had been named. So yeah, Joe Biden, that's the elements of the crime. Joe Biden is we have motive, but he's not charged because he's a forgetful old man. But what's interesting here, Sean, is in the last 3 presidential elections, there's only been 3 candidates: Hillary Clinton, President Trump, and President Biden. All 3 had concerns. Concerns were raised about how they dealt with classified information. But only one is being charged. Joe Biden wasn't charged. Hillary Clinton wasn't charged, even though she destroyed 30,000 emails, for goodness sake, and was sending classified information over an unsecure server. She's not charged, but somehow the one guy who was actually president at the time, he gets charged. That's what so many Americans find wrong, but it is wrong. It's a double standard, and that's not the way it's supposed to work in our great country.
So I talked earlier in my monologue tonight about, how Democrats can't run on their success, or if you're better off than you were 4 years ago, and they're now resorting to, radical rhetoric like Donald Trump's going to kill Americans and bring slavery back and end all abortion in the country. That's because they're desperate. But on the other hand, there's another issue here, and that is, okay, starting on Monday, you've got this ridiculous case going back to 2015 and 16 involving Stormy Daniels. In that case, the DA in New York, Alvin Bragg, has not even identified what the felony is that they're actually charging Trump with. Clearly, it's a biased judge, a jurisdiction not friendly to Trump. Go with D.C. B1, go with Fulton County B1. And at what point do we say, wait a minute, this is April. We have an election in November. Why don't we let the American people decide? And how is it that the Biden Department of Justice won't cooperate with you, but they're using every tool at their disposal to use the law to go after Biden's chief opponent? How do you explain that? What does that say about the country?
That's today's left. Today's left controls the Democrat Party. They use this small fair to go after their political opponent. But the good news is the American people see through it. President Trump's numbers continue to rise. They know the case in New York without Bragg. They know Bonnie Willis in Georgia. And they know Jack Smith, both his cases, whether it's Miami or D.C., are ridiculous. Everyone knows it. It's why he's winning in all 7 of the toss-up states. The states that determine the election. He's winning in Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona. And those are the states that decide this election. So that is the good news that I think we're going to have Donald Trump back in the White House because the country sees all this for what it is. And they appreciate what they had under President Trump compared to what we've had with Joe Biden.
So it's interesting. They arrest him, they mugshot him, they arraign him, they charge him. His poll numbers go up. You have to wonder, if he gets convicted in New York, do his poll numbers go up? So far, he defies all conventional political gravity. Would not shock me. Jim Jordan, thank you. Bird flu found and discovered in a park in New York City. Uh-oh, the next pandemic? There's a report straight ahead.
File 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at TurboTax.com. That's me!
Working on the door.
I'm having fun, don't put me down, I'll never let you. With Allegra, allergies won't hold me back. I will let you. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, won't make me drowsy. Nothing beats Allegra. It's the fastest non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief.
I'll go quickly.
I have bad run-ins. Wish they'd disappear. Sir, future me. I have no buttons. How?
Lapiplasty corrects remnants of source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of remnant surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Hi, it's Christina again. I'm here to tell you about an all-new special offer from my friends at Jacuzzi Bath Remodel that you don't want to miss. We're waiving all installation costs and postponing all payments for up to 1 year. And best of all, they can install it in as little as 1 day with no stress and no mess. From a safer, easy entry shower to a stunning family bath, or how about a luxurious upgrade with a timeless design that will look great for years to come.
It's done in the same day. We did not have to wait.
It's absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I was dreaming of. Take advantage of this special TV offer today.
Act now. Only weeks left to get waived installation and no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-991-0365. That's 800-991-0365. Call now.
My back got injured very bad. I was off work for about a year. I heard about Relief Factor from my wife. I took it every day, 3 times a day, for 3 weeks. Looked at her and I said, the pain is gone. She said, I'm glad it helped. I said, no, you don't understand. It's gone.
You too can feel better every day with Relief Factor, a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Call or go online now for our 3-week quick start, just $19.95.
Any response to the trade rumors we keep hearing about?
Oh, we talking about moving? Not the trade. Not the trade. We talking about moving. No thanks.
You could use open door, so your house directly to them.
Easy. I guess we're moving.
Nice Oakley, Stipe. Where'd you get them?
GoVex.com.
Hey, Stipe, nice boots. Where'd you get them?
GoVex.com.
Exclusive deals for first responders, military, and law enforcement only at GovX.com.
Like Bob.
This is my daughter, Lisa.
And we love balance of nature. Don't you?
You think I'm going to say no to her? Balance of Nature is a very good product. It's simple application, a simple thing to take.
Fruits and veggie in a capsule.
That's it. Balance of Nature has helped me get along very well.
Get 35% off and $10 off any additional sets by using discount code FOX News.
place for that future. Thanks to our past, this is Fox Station, where all of America's stories are told. Sign up and start streaming today.
New Yorkers are being warned to stay away from wildlife after several cases of bird flu were discovered at a park in New York City. Matt Finn joins us with the latest. Matt, I guess that means stay away from filthy pigeons.
For starters, the first those cases of bird flu were reportedly discovered in that as Marcus Garvey Park in health experts are warning people in areas to steer clear of touching birds, including grading pigeons or their droppings. Wild geese, a falcon, and a red-tailed hawk tested positive for the virus in the park, according to CBS. A chicken was also reportedly infected. And over the past month, the bird flu has been discovered in 12 flocks of birds in 7 different states, the majority in Texas. The CDC reported last week a person in Texas tested positive for bird flu, only developing mild symptoms like eye redness. That person works with dairy cows. The CDC said that case is the first time a cow presumably became infected with the bird flu. Tonight, the CDC is recommending people avoid unprotected exposure to sick or dead animals, including wild birds or poultry. Avoid unprotected exposure to animal droppings and don't prepare or eat uncooked food. Now, a bird flu vaccine already exists. Shots breaking down to it. There wouldn't be catch-up like there was with COVID.
All right, Matt, good. Thank you. That's all the time we have left this evening. Safety guard out of this episode. Let not your heart be troubled. Greg Gutko will put a smile on your face. Have a great night.
I know. Happy Wednesday, everyone. So on this day in 1912, the Titanic set sail for New York. Let's take a moment to remember the captain.
Biden welcomed Japan's Prime Minister to the White House today. Evidently, there were some awkward moments when Joe kept asking him for the number 3 with a side of egg rolls.
And Japanese, not even Chinese, I figure. My dad, in an effort to appeal to Gen Z, Mattel is updating Scrabble to include a no scoring option after research revealed that young people are morons. On hearing that Mattel is revising Scrabble to include no scoring, people are now asked to call it soccer. A United flight bound for Seattle had to divert to Dallas after a dog pooped in first class. Apparently, a blind passenger thought they were serving Indian food. Oh, so bad. A man in South Africa committed suicide by enticing a cobra to bite him rather than serve a long prison sentence. That would never happen to me. Too many women who try to suck out the poison. A consumer watchdog group says the popular kid snack Lunchables contains high levels of lead, sodium, and cadmium. I don't see what the problem is, said Casey Anthony. And finally, on Monday, a Mexican TV station accidentally aired video of a man's testicles while presenting viewer-submitted footage of the eclipse. I guess they were right. Staring at the eclipse is nuts. All right. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, stop that. Stop it. Stop with it. So next year's plans don't include the trans. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, made up of 241 small colleges, has banned transgender athletes from competing in women's sports, which is great. College sports shouldn't be about men pretending to be women.
It should be about athletes pretending to be students. So the NAIA decided that starting next school year, only students whose sex is female could play in women's sports. Who would think that this is somehow considered a daring move? But that is 2024 for you. You used to have to fight to the death for a woman to prove your bravery. Now you just have to acknowledge that they exist. So it appears that women's sports are only for women. Sorry, Randy Weingarten. You'll have to wrestle with the men. But not everybody in college sports agrees.
If you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate?
That's the question you want me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that. Yes. Yes. So now, the barnstormer people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game.
I love this part, which he says, if you consider yourself as a woman. The womanhood is so precious that anybody can join. No surgery or eyebrow plucking necessary. You don't even have to learn to cook. Sexist would say. But maybe Staley is thinking ahead, and just like the Marines, she's looking for a few good men. But if you care at all about science and reality and fairness, then they accuse you of being obsessed. This sentence was actually published in the Washington Post. Quote, trans athlete rights have long been the subject of conservative attacks and scrutiny. Wait, it's long been the subject of conservative attacks? It wasn't around 5 years ago, before Jesse was bald. That's how we measure time at Fox. It only became a subject when the media and corporations, cowed by activists, amplified the tiniest population into a civil rights battle for our time. When the most important thing in the world is that the Secretary of Health can wear
10 to 12 on 6 rookie. 5. I'm not sure how many rookies to board this one.
Shoulder-length hair and some lipstick suddenly transforms you into a mystical being with more human rights than everybody else. I wish I still got a speeding ticket when I was pulled over last Halloween. I think it was Halloween. Later last week. And these trans men wouldn't be subject to scrutiny if the left didn't keep demanding we reject everything mankind has learned over the past 150 years about human biology. Follow the science, they say, unless it leads you to a prostate. The only men have that, but it's okay. But when you refuse to reject centuries of scientific fact, they call you a big meanie. And how about this claim from the Washington Post? The science surrounding any physical advantages transgender women may retain over cisgender women is unsettled, and research is ongoing. The science? What science are you citing? What doctor did you ask? This guy? And the Washington Post says this is unsettled? No, it's unsettling and obvious. Remember how their motto is, democracy dies in darkness? No, the writers are just blind. Because if you use your eyes, this is what you see. They want to gaslight you into not believing your own senses. Take Leah Thomas. It would have to be really dark, and I'd have to be really drunk. So I predict this era will be viewed this way: a social contagion spread via social media, ignited by delusional and unwell people. It was accelerated by the false compassion of fearful, easily manipulated women and strange men. The goal: to forbid questioning this ideology without you becoming the freak, the transphobe, the outsider. They were punishing you for being normal. So what about normal women? Well, wokeism has already turned many of them into racists, and now it's turning them into misogynists. They transitioned themselves into everything they hate. It's like they put a mask on reality. And who did it harm most? Girls. This contagion of gender rejection affected young females the most because they're more likely to be on social media and assume the latest trend as gospel. But now playtime's over. The adults are back in the room, and we're done pretending that you don't know the difference between girls and boys. So you fellas out there that find the NAIA decision a real kick in the nuts, keep your hairy chin up. Stop your crying, because the mascara will run. That wasn't the moon blocking the sun. It was his gorgeous hair. Former GOP presidential candidate, Vivek Ramaswamy. She's rocker, Betty Crocker, host of Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. He's like Joe Rogan, without all those annoying millions of fans. Comedian Adam Hunter. And when he wants to get his fortune told, he doesn't go to a medium, he goes to an extra large. Vivek, I feel like we're seeing the end of the craziness. Like the adults are entering the room in a bunch of different areas. What say you, young man?
Look, I think people are starting to see the common sense of this. And on the trans piece, well, think about this for a second. Let's say you started claiming to be black, painted your face black, started wearing dreadlocks, claimed to be a diverse late night addition to late night television, right? A lot of black people would find that offensive. We could go over, be on the meeting hall and call you a racist.
Yeah.
And for once, you have a point. And the reason is it's offensive. And I think it's equally offensive when Leah Thomas puts on some lipstick and has a job and claims to be a woman with a bunch of women competing in swimming and competing at race. Find that offensive as well. So I say enough is enough. If you have two X chromosomes, you're a woman. If you have an X and a Y, you're a man. Period. And if you have a good one on the other side, I haven't heard a good one yet. And you know they used to say the sex of the person you're attracted to is hardwired on the day you're born. Well, now people say your own biological sex is totally fluid over your life. It doesn't make sense. You just got to done with nonsense.
Yeah, you know, Iris, welcome back. Good to see you. You have a few children and you're growing up and stuff. And no, I would never make my face black.
No, it's not good. You're talented. That's good. That's good. That's it. 6 months. No, there's a reason why I said that. Because basically, what the view of what we see is this basically fear of them, so-called trans people. And we've seen 6 to 10 of these failed athletes.
Let's boost this one, see if it makes a difference.
Let's say with people who fill this state.
I say arena.
Arena sounds good? But that's how trans people are being judged. And it's not fair. It's trying to live their life. The NIA, the reason why they had no problem doing it is because they're not for profit. The Division 3 and 2 1AA schools that are there for your education.
I have no people for this.
The NFL's not coming. The NBA's not coming. It's for love of the game. And so they had no problem saying this is. Now you get up to the NCAA, well, there's a chance to make money. And they left. We saw the question. Isn't it funny in this country, the only time you get a follow-up question asked about trans rights? Can we get a trans question to the president? Can we get a follow-up question? Because it's not allowed. This last NCAA tournament for women was one of the best basketball tournaments around. And then, whatever you want to call it, Caitlin Clark, USC, South Carolina, LSU, all the girls came, the women came to play. Everyone was watching, the Rays were phenomenal. But what? They couldn't have that be a distraction. So what was the first thing we saw? All the racism you could handle to go at Caitlin Clark because she worked harder than everybody else. Her workout to shoot the way she shoots, she busted her ass. Her team worked well together, but that's all we heard about. We heard about, oh, she's white and disrespectful back. So that didn't work. So then finally, the South Carolina goes undefeated, wins the national championship, and the question you want to ask the coach is, how do you feel about men being women playing in sports? That was the flex, and she vowed because she had no choice.
Yeah, and she had no choice.
But at some point, you have to make a decision. The problem is, what all comes down to is, Dylan Mulvaney and all these guys, they're not doing it they're not going to Division 3 school.
They're competing for what? Money, notoriety. They want to be in the Olympics. They want gold. This is what toxic men do. This is what chauvinistic men do. They will do anything to win. And that's who is representing so-called trans women. It's disgusting. Eventually, at some point, America has to say no. But more importantly, coaches have to say no.
Yeah.
If she would have said no, she probably lose every endorsement because the mob, the rainbow mob, flexed on her to get her to say something that she knows she's at her core dedicated. She was mad that a white girl was stealing the hype from African American athletes. How's she gonna feel when 6'10" dude with a wig is dunking on everybody, scoring 40 points a night and winning national championship, breaking her record? You think she's gonna give her a hug?
You know,
She-
if I'm watching the NCAAs, those better be natural double A's.
You're absolutely right.
I just came up with that.
Because I went to a surgeon and had my double A covered in. And it was expensive and insurance didn't cover it. So I'm glad you brought that up for my salarial quality. Thank you for that, Greg. That was very great.
Thank you.
But Dawn Staley, I know why she wants trans athletes to play in her team.
Excellent.
She wants to keep winning. It's great as a basketball coach when you have a completely undefeated season. The only way to keep that
Time for a toke.
physiological advantage.
That's excellent.
There's so many things we can't do, and I suck at it. Imagine if I could wear slippers during a swim, or if I could snap a motorized component onto my bicycle so I have an engine to get me up on the trip. I mean, that's essentially what testosterone does. It is an athletic, physiological advantage. There are people, to Tyler's point, there are people who are truly trans, who are truly born in the wrong body, and they're tortured by this issue, which will not go away anytime soon. They make up a fraction of this community, but somehow it has eclipsed every single conversation.
You know, the thing is, Adam, aren't we all born in the wrong body? I mean, I look at you. You would like a better body.
This is true. I was ranked third in my high school in wrestling. I was homeschooled. Grandma was a beast. Yeah, one of the issues with transgender. My mom was a middle school wrestling coach, and I told her to my team sucks with boys. And they're all 3-eye shot. We're treating penis for gold next year. And, like Leah Thomas was ranked 462nd as a man, and now he's #1 as a female. And you look at her, she had like 3 kilos each girl, -6 inches. But now there's a transgender task force.
AP rounds are nice.
Like, is it made of transgenders? If so, they should be called X-Men.
Yes.
Or at least the Decepticons. But I do have a friend. I have a friend who's trans female, and she's a fighter in MMA, and she was born with a man. Her name is Cheetah the Man-Eater, and I swear, my life. And she fights men, and she doesn't always win, but she has balls.
Yeah.
Well, nothing like that. But I'll tell you who I do feel bad for this whole thing is gay people. Remember when like being gay was edgy?
Yeah.
Like now it's like, wait, you're a dude who bangs dudes? Okay, boomer.
On that note, let's move on. Up next, Kamala Stokes' fears as the election nears. If you'll be in the New York area and would like tickets to see Gupville, go to foxnews.com/Gupville and click on the link to join our studio audience.
When enamel is gone, you cannot get it back, but you can repair it with Pronamel Repair. It penetrates deep into the tooth to actively repair acid-weakened enamel. I recommend Pronamel Repair. With new Pronamel Repair mouthwash, you can enhance that repair beyond brushing. They work great together.
When Barbara was the triple attacks?
I work 4 generations of family tradition. I want to make her feel.
Uh-oh. I didn't want to do that.
So I need Barbara's recycling account. I guarantee her maximum refund. Into the triple attacks.
Excuse me. Mind taking a picture of this?
Oh, no problem. Yes, problem.
You need Verizon. Get the new iPhone 15 Pro that comes with storage, so you can take all the pics.
Trading any iPhone in any condition, you get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
Verizon. I gotta be surrounded. This one's happening. Oh, are you gonna take
Mr. Gizmo. Best dog in the wide, wide world.
Change up sideways. Kill feeds. Rise carcass. And keeps the round going strong. Glorious.
Get a Vegas fast triple action today. It's guaranteed.
Keep it on. Keep it.
At SimpliSafe, we build advanced security sensors and cameras for your whole home, powered by 24/7 professional monitoring and fast protect technology, exclusively from SimpliSafe for faster police response. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
I still love to surf, snowboard, and of course skate. So I take Qno Magnesium to support my muscle and bone health. Qno's extra strength, high absorption magnesium so you get the full benefits of magnesium. Qno, the brand I trust.
For gentle, dependable constipation relief, try Seneca. It works differently than other laxatives because it's made from the senna plant, a natural vegetable laxative ingredient. Gentle, dependable, Seneca. Also available in delicious gummies.
At UFOS, we don't make footwear. We make shock absorbers, fatigue fighters, mobility maximizers. This is the science of active recovery. Revolutionary UFO technology absorbs impact and reduces pressure. It's the foundation of every pair of UFOs and the key to recovering faster. This is not a shoe. This is UFOS Active Recovery. Activate your recovery with UFOS.
Tomorrow, as Trend in New York spirals out of control, Johnny looks for answers from Elton Bragg.
District Attorney, why not go for five instead of cop?
Is it can't miss Jesse Waters prime time.
Excellent. We got a bonus this mission too. Enemy soldiers out of the line of sight will show up. It's cool. Let's save this.
Best Picture and Best Actress Xcom.
There's a lot of loneliness.
Let's see. Let's save this. And we'll catch you guys next time, alright? Peace out.
Very big difference with day-to-day mental health. Thank you for it allows our therapy dog program to